The log is off.
We really, really need a common opening theme to our podcast, I think.
Well, what's wrong with hello?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, all the best ones, all the youth are doing a really good introduction to their podcast. You've got genies coming out of lamps. You've got Atletico Mince, where they have a funny name section. You've got Wolf and Al, where they have their hit rap song. And we go, oh yeah, you're right.
We're going to record a rap song.
I feel like we need a hook in.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a think about that. If anyone's got any ideas, stick them in the comments.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know, because yeah, saying all the time is just it's a bit rubbish.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I've been watching a lot of tinned fish reviews on the old TikTok. Have you seen tinned fish reviews?
You mentioned this guy before. I don't think I think I might have checked him out. You might have sent a video. I don't get it.
I mean, so do you remember the last episode you were talking about that program that when you gave us the title for it? What was it?
The Lost and Found in the Lakes.
Lost and Found in the Lakes. So it was like, and I thought it was going to be something magical. It wasn't. It was literally lost property in the Lake District.
Literally that.
Guess what this guy does on his account, Tinned Fish Reviews?
Does he review tinned fish?
He reviews tinned fish.
Well, hang on. He's got to run out after about 5, hasn't he?
Well, that's what I thought, but he's going absolutely strong. He even does things like Asda value pilchards and stuff like that. He's like proper into it. But the enjoyment, like I like a bit of tinned fish, I've got to be honest. I love a bit of sardine on toast.
No.
If I do get cheap sardines, though, they've got a bit of backbone in them or something like that, that's always a bit off-putting. Whereas he loves it. He thinks that's like an added extra, like a bit of backbone. He likes that sort of stuff.
Does he eat it as well?
Yeah. You have to watch Tinned Fish Reviews. He's brilliant. I haven't actually checked this, but I bet he's got something like 500,000 followers or something like that.
But that is exactly what YouTube is for and what it should be about.
Oh, 100%. I want to watch a man in a fez. He wears a fez as well. I want to watch a man in a fez with a dog opening some tinned fish and eating it. And not like eating it like gracefully, like eating it really ungracefully as well.
And
Not like slurping it out the tin or anything like that.
And although that is doing exactly what it says on the tin, that's content.
Amazing.
The BBC aren't doing that, are they?
Yeah, no, the BBC are just sacking everyone for showing their willy in the studio.
I know. Come on, BBC.
Tin fish reviews. We're getting into the realms of monkey tennis from Alan Partridge again.
Yeah.
Just do what it says on the tin.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that? Has he done this to Strommen?
Yes, and he ate it like a hero.
Like it was not.
Like not like it was nothing, but he was more perturbed by the texture than the repulsive smell coming out of the tin.
It's meant to be absolutely disgusting, by the way.
You have to, as you're our chief editor in charge here, you would need to find a link and send a link for him doing this to Strom and give him a few views. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
And the reason I got onto him, though, was because every podcast he opens up with going, hello. And that's it. So.
He's a simple man.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant. So, what's the theme? The log is off. I feel like we should. I feel like we should rename the podcast now. I feel like it should be literally "Blokes Trying Beer," something like that.
I don't think we should rename it.
Okay,
work that is.
What do you think of a little fruity tarty number?
I'd love a little fruity tarty number.
Here we go. So,
yeah. I forgot about beer.
We are on Vault City.
Yeah.
Blackcurrant Kir Royale, a modern sour beer, 8%.
That's not a very popular word at the minute, Kir.
No, he's not doing very well at the moment, is he?
No.
Did you? What the hell is Elon Musk doing interfering in the British political system?
Right, here's a question, right? If you're the richest man in the world, why are you getting involved in anything? Why are you not just on your super yacht living your life? Why are you on the internet calling people names like every other loser? You've got all the money, dude. Just go and enjoy it.
But all the money, but all the followers as well. So like literally,
It winds me up.
He can change political outcomes.
Well, why would you want to if you're a billionaire?
Well, I have a feeling he may have some sort of political target on the UK.
Yeah, well, not to get too political, I think taking political advice from South Africans might not be the best way forward.
I was going to do a South African impression. It went through my head 3 times, like back and forth. I ended up not doing it, which was good. Okay. Do you want to give us a bit of can art, mate?
Yeah, it's pretty standard. I quite like that colour. I don't know what you call that colour.
Black
Purple. Oh, yeah, black currant.
I don't think it's standard. I think that artwork is absolutely fantastic.
Do you?
Yeah. Look at the detail in the pattern.
We've never looked at detail in patterns before.
I know. Oh,
right, what's a modern sour beer?
So there's lots of sour beers which are like Belgian beers, which are the traditional sours. Flanders beers, they're called. They're the traditional sour ones, but these are modern ones whereby they've got like loads of different flavours in them. So I think we've had Vault Cities before, haven't we?
I think so. I'm always really surprised when it's not beer colour.
Did you expect that to be beer coloured?
Yeah, it's just always a shock.
Now I have to say the aroma of this is absolutely putrid.
That's all right.
Dude, I think that smells awful.
I just remember what happens when you drink sours.
Yeah, this is a. So I'm going to come clean. I have had this one before.
Oh, have you?
So this is not a new one for me.
I haven't.
Right.
Hurry up! I want a drink.
Bottoms up. Oh, what vessel are you using? I'm using a chalice.
Stumpy. Whoa.
It's sour. It wakes you up, doesn't it?
Woo. I love sours. I love the experience of sours.
Have you poured the whole glass into your... you need to pour the whole glass in because it gets thicker the further you go down.
Blimey, it's like a smoothie at the bottom, isn't it?
That eye impression was brilliant. It was like the you know when they did the eyebrows on the Cadbury advert. It was that expressive. Woo. So let's come back to that in a second. Oh God, it has given me a little bit of heartburn. I've got to be honest.
Some Rennies.
I've been trying to on the fitness kick. I've been trying to drink much more water. I hate water.
Right. Mate, it drives me insane when people say they hate water. It's like saying I'm bored of breathing.
No, I don't hate water because... I don't hate it like that. It's just dull. Like, I like a glass of water. When you're hungover, a big glass of water is the best thing you can possibly have. You can almost feel the goodness going back into your system when you drink water.
Yeah, it's called hydration. Right?
Yeah.
But I have, every morning, probably for the last 5 or 6 years, I'll have a litre and a half. After that, I'll have a litre and a half of water.
That? A litre and a half on a morning?
Yeah, and normally a cup of black coffee.
That's a lot of liquid.
It is. But it's quite easy to drink it. Like if you do it in
a
an
litre
hour.
and a half in like... Oh, right, so you're not like...
I don't neck it.
You're not like guzzling a litre and a half.
No. But you know when you get up on a morning...
I bet you're one of these... I bet you're one of these... And I mean, there's no other word for it. But I bet you're one of these that has a water bottle that's like... with a handle on it.
I used one of them.
I knew it.
I never cleaned it and it got mouldy. Really hard to clean.
Was it one that's like a dumbbell?
Yeah.
Oh, you
And it had a
fucking
top.
loser.
It had a top with some fabric on to keep it on in case you. And you had to really throw it up to drink it when it was full. But did you used to have one of them?
I don't know if I'm disappointed or not.
How much water do you drink a day?
So, I've been measuring it this week. So I've been doing about 1.5 litres a
3
day.
inches.
Hey!
A day?
A day, yeah.
Mate, that's pathetic. You
I
need
know.
to at least double that.
I mean, double it.
Yeah.
3 litres of water.
Mate, right. If
That's
you
like
think about
that's like 6 pints.
6 pints? You wouldn't complain about drinking 6 pints of Guinness on a night out, would you?
I'd love that. I would love it. If only we could rehydrate from beer.
You could put to spice it up a bit. Why not put some fruit in? I'm talking lemon, oranges, even cucumber.
Now, you may not, looking at me, you may not believe this, but I don't eat a lot of fruit.
Right, Vimto.
I like Vimto. Oh, I do like Vimto. Do like sugar-free Vimto.
What's your thoughts on sparkling water?
I quite like sparkling water.
Because some people will get really offended by sparkling water.
I suggested this week that we should buy a sparkling water machine.
A soda stream?
Yeah. But I did. But I was met with disdain at that, so I don't think it's going to happen.
I love sparkling water. It's like posh water, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it, and I like it with. I used to like fizzing up a Vimto as well. I like a fizzy Vimto.
Loads of ice.
Well, no, because ice takes the fizz away.
Does it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get it in sparkling water. You can get it in. I suppose Vimto's got sugar in it, but
sugar free.
There you go. There's absolutely no reason that any human who's got access to drinking water should not be drinking 3 litres of water a day.
3 litres is a big ask.
It's not a big ask at all.
I work for a living. I do stuff at work, and I'm don't have time to go to the toilet as much as that would.
You're too busy to drink water.
I don't have enough time to go.
What
it's not
a
the water.
wanker.
It's the going to the toilet. Can't be asked to go to the toilet. It is. You do pee a lot.
Yeah, you do. But having said that, if you do it first thing on the morning, if you do what I do and have 1.5 litres, you're dehydrated from the night anyway. So,
I do have a big cup of coffee on the morning. I think we might have talked about this before. I've got a stolen. No, I haven't. For legal purposes, I've got a acquired Starbucks mug, but it was one of those old-fashioned ones, where they're the proper mugs, and it's one of the biggest ones you had. I've probably had it for
I hate Starbucks.
I bet I've had it for 15 years. No, longer. I bet I've had it for 20 years, this mug. And but it's probably double. It's double mug of coffee, and I have one of them.
I think tea and coffee counts, for your daily.
Yeah, I've been
water
counting
intake.
it. I've been counting
as long as
it
it's
for me.
black coffee.
Yeah, I only drink black coffee. And I only drink skim milk as well, so teas, that's now, is it? It's like water.
Yeah, we do as well. Same. I think skimmed milk, right? People turn their nose up at it, but it's a bit like Diet Coke. Once you get onto it, you don't notice it.
Yeah, I don't. I hate normal milk now.
It's fatty, doesn't it?
I don't want this disgusting, unhealthy fatness.
It tastes like. It tastes like.
I don't want to drink.
Sick.
Don't want to drink. I don't want to drink pure cream. But some people find skim milk atrocious. They hate it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
So my water intake, I'm trying to up it. So that's my conscious effort at the moment. So now, while I was trying for 1.5 litres, but maybe as the man has spoken, I've got to go for fucking 3 litres, which is a lot.
It's
Oh,
not, man.
God, 3
You wouldn't
litres.
notice it.
Oh, Dan, 3 litres is a lot of water.
What? You're going on like it's fucking poison. Oh, here's the other thing, right? When you have water, do you drink tap water?
Yeah.
Stop. You need to stop.
Why?
Because it's right. It might be different where you're from, but there's too much fluoride in it, and there's a conspiracy theory that it's poisoning people. So I only drink filtered water or
I drink
bottled,
filtered water.
which probably contains loads of microplastics. But
Yeah,
I don't like the taste of tap water now.
I quite like our water. I mean, I do. So when I go down to Norfolk, their water is absolute trash. They've all got to put these hard water systems in their kitchens and stuff to like it's so hard. It's ridiculous. You get a kettle and it lasts you like 3 months, and then it's got to be binned and stuff like that.
But you're like quite near the lakes, aren't you? So I imagine you're
Yeah.
getting like the best water in the country.
I think the best water was in Yorkshire. I think like West Yorkshire was the best water.
Do you know that's what reminded me of? You know what I saw the other day, and it absolutely blew my mind. Do you know what Fergal Sharkey's doing now?
I do.
He looks for poo in rivers.
He's a nature botherer, isn't he?
And I couldn't believe it. Like this guy who was let's have it right. He was a punk. Started as a punk.
Yeah.
Then he went a bit poppy, and then he was the head of like the Royalty Society or something at one point, wasn't he?
Was
Where
he?
everyone gets the royalties. You know, the music royalties thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now he looks for poo in rivers.
He's doing God's work.
Is there a finer career than Fergal Sharkey's?
Fergal, he's yes, there is. Bill
Go on, then.
Beaumont.
Question of sport, Bill Beaumont.
Yeah. Or I'm going to go one better than Bill Beaumont. Seb Cole.
We've talked about him before. He comes across as being a bit of a knob, if you ask me.
I know you don't like him, do you? But I do admire his career path. And Bill Beaumont's like the head of World Rugby again, because the one that took over from was so bad and resigned that they said, "Please, Bill, will you come back?"
They're made up jobs, aren't they? Head of rugby. Maybe the head of rugby.
World Rugby as well. Like that.
Is everyone playing rugby? Yeah. Brilliant.
What about? I'll tell you who's had a varied career. What's that? Oh shit! I'm not good with names when I'm on the spot. I can picture him. Outdoor
That's
guy.
all we need to know.
Outdoor guy.
Outdoor guy.
Lives on an island.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
Oh.
Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls.
Fuck me. I can't believe I got that. Does he live on an island?
Yeah, he lives on an island. He's in Wales or somewhere. Like you got to get a boat to it.
God, I can't stand that prick.
Well, he's had a very varied career as well. From the SAS to the Foreign Legion
To Girl Guides.
to scouting to being a
I thought it was Girl Guides.
celebrity. What is he? A celebrity outdoorsman. You don't like him? Why do you not like Bear Grylls? He's hard to. It's hard to not like.
He's fake though, isn't he? Like, you can remember when all these programs kicked off and like Ray Mears was making a canoe out of a tree and he was like eating frogs from waterfalls.
Yeah, drinking water from shit. I bet he didn't drink fucking 3 litres of the.
With one of them big things. And Fergal Sharkey pops up. Don't drink that bit. It's got nitrates.
It's got a big. There's a big shit count. Yeah, he's. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. He was like a bit more gung ho, but like Ray Mears was completely the other way though. Ray Mears was like completely placid, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
but he
he
was
was-
built like an estate with a penknife.
Yeah, yeah. You'd have a row of tents out of bamboo and foliage.
Yeah. Where Bear Grylls is just bothering wildlife.
He used to eat a lot of live wildlife, didn't he? Bear Grylls.
I think he got cancelled for that, didn't he?
Did he? Or was that it? Was it too?
There was a big thing about, like, 'cause you remember in the jungle, I'm a Celebrity, they were eating like live animals, and that got all cancelled.
The best one about the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here was, I think we've talked about this before as well, but when oh God, what's the matter with me? I can't remember names of anyone. Gino the Campo. When Gino, they slaughtered, as the paper said, a wild rat and ate that.
I mean, was that necessary?
You've got to be hungry to do that, haven't you?
Yeah, but
No, this wasn't part of the show. This was of their own volition.
It's gone native.
Yeah, literally. Went all, I was going to say all Lord of the Rings, but I meant Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies. Have you ever seen the film Lord of the Flies?
It messed me up.
Piggy.
Yeah, when he gets the rock
on his head. And it's the most graphic scene you've ever seen in your life.
It's almost as bad as, and if anyone's our age, they'll know this, RoboCop, where the guy gets melted by the acid.
Man. Yeah.
I still dream about that.
That Piggy thing is embedded in my head.
Yeah.
So here's something I bet you, I don't think we've talked about this before. Do you ever remember something that was on at Halloween one year? And you remember it was at the time when Channel 4 used to do like really gothic stuff. And they used to do like these real gothic horror stuff. And they did something, and I reckon it might have been, so I'm going to say late 80s.
Right.
And they did something called The Company of Wolves. And it was like, at that time, a modern day take on Little Red Riding Hood. But it was like, it was quite, so I remember, I watched it, so I reckon I would have been like 8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched this Company of Wolves and literally shit my pants.
I've never heard of that. I thought when you started saying it, you were going to talk about Ghost Watch until you said Channel 4.
No. This was like, I remember the wolf knocks Grandma's head off, and Grandma's head goes into the fire, and all you see is a cutaway shot of her hair like singeing up this fire, as it burns in the fire.
What's it called?
I think it's called The Company of Wolves. I think.
I've never heard of that. Right,
I haven't. I don't know where this has come from. I haven't looked it up or anything. But I remember that night actually going back downstairs to my mum and dad and saying, "I can't sleep because I'm too scared."
Oh, bless you.
I know.
Right, I found it. The Company of Wolves is a 1984 British Gothic fantasy horror. Yeah.
Go on.
I've just seen who's in it, and you're scared.
Who's in it?
Angela Lansbury. Plot. Okay, mate. I can't see anything about that being scary.
I think you need to. Maybe it's the wrong one. Is it a Little Red Riding Hood things?
Yeah.
Oh well, it terrified me. But actually, if it was 1984, I was like 4. So,
but sometimes the scenes in films that aren't supposed to be terrifying that are. Like, what's it called? The Wizard of Oz. There's some really terrifying moments in that.
Yeah, The Wizard of Oz is a really weird one, isn't it? Because it's like it's meant to be like funny and stuff, but that Wicked Witch is absolutely petrifying.
Terrifying.
Like
horrible.
Yeah. And I think that was the problem with Tim Curry in It, the clown, Pennywise, when he played that Pennywise. It was like ridiculous, really. The makeup was ridiculous. The whole thing was ridiculous, but that made it even more frightening.
Do you like horror films?
Yeah, I do, but I'm always so disappointed by horror films.
Yeah,
always.
The crap. There's so much crap, and then every now and then there'll be a decent one.
We just watched... I I'm sorry, I forget what we talk about. But did I mention this last time when I watched the Hugh Grant film, the new Hugh Grant film?
Is it called Sinister?
Yeah. No, Heretic.
Is it?
Heretic.
Heretic, that's it.
And I quite enjoyed that one, actually. I thought it was quite good. I thought Hugh Grant was quite good in it as well. It got a little bit silly. That's what always happens in horror films as well. They get a bit silly at the end. Because it's as if they don't know how to wrap them up.
Yeah, and it's like they've done all the jump scares and all the like set pieces, and then it's like, oh shit, bye.
I've just been looking at the Company of the Wolves when you said about it. Oh, there is a Mark Commode review of the Company of Wolves from like a couple of years ago. So I'm gonna from 2016. So I'm gonna save that and watch it.
I'm gonna check that film out. I'm gonna check out the clips of it online.
So, God, how the hell did you get into the Company of Wolves? Where the hell did that come from?
Scary bits in films, I think.
Have you got long trousers on?
Well, they go down to my ankles. I wouldn't call them long.
Because it's been fucking freezing.
It has. However, we had a discussion the other day about the northeast seems to be getting warmer than the rest of the country.
So,
because everywhere.
Did you have snow before?
Snow.
Did you? Yeah, well,
we got it overnight, and then it was gone by the next day.
Yeah, that was the same
midday.
That was the same as here. But then, like Yorkshire and stuff, has just been battered with it.
Absolutely battered.
I think it's. I honestly do think a lot of it's to do with the sea as well.
But there was parts of the northwest.
Massive snow, is it? Yeah, but Oldsmith was terrible.
Like power outages,
roads blocked, schools closed, the whole shebang.
Yeah, we're shit with weather in this country, aren't we?
Oh, how have we not learned?
Shit.
How have we not learned?
It's like every year, everything's a surprise. It's like, oh shit, it's raining.
Yeah, what a surprise!
Shit, rivers are getting higher. What we're going to do? Oh, the same as we did last year. Fuck all.
Yeah, and then in the summer, just complain about how hot it is.
For one day.
But I mean, it's been like temperature-wise, we were like down to -8. That's quite chilly.
I spoke to my cousin who lives in Canada this week, and it was -16.
Yeah.
And she had to drive to work, and it took her an hour to get her car out of the street because it was like blocks of snow. She had to like clean her drive, but it wasn't like over here where you've got like a millimetre of snow to get rid of. It was like 3 foot.
Yeah. I couldn't be asked for that, could you?
Well, but they've got the infrastructure for it, so you would be asked. It's not like it would be here.
They've got like heated drives, haven't they, in Canada?
Yeah, they've got all this snow stuff, and people come out. It actually gets gritted and snow ploughed and stuff. So you would just get on with it. You've got no choice. You can't just sit in the house for 2 months every year.
Yeah, and it gets colder than that as well, I think, doesn't it?
Really cold, yeah.
God, you heard it here first. God, this has been an eclectic mix of subjects, this little discussion. So, mate, how you doing on the old Wiffaroo?
Finn. Ished.
So, in that case... Oh, I do like a sour. Ooh. On that note, then, so Vault City, Kir Royale.
Hang on. Oh. Just before we do this, because I've got an important question to ask. Right now, in the last episode, I just realised I didn't do my soundboard.
Good.
Right. So, we're going to have to make an executive decision now.
Don't
soundboard.
Do it.
Well, we haven't discussed it. Soundboard, yes or no?
No.
I vote yes. So how do we get around this?
We'll do what we normally do. I'll win.
Okay, that's the question.
You know that's the way it goes, don't you?
40 fucking years of this, by the way.
You say no, I say yes. then you
You
eventually
do it
get
anyway.
sick of me justifying it and just go, yeah, right, that's fine. Just
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
So at least I'm honest.
Yeah.
I know my limitations. So, Vault City, blackcurrant, Kir Royale, 8%. The lager on or the lager off?
The lager is off. I loves me a sour, mate.
Did you like that?
It was really nice. It's like a
I
strong blackcurrant sour.
Yeah, it was. I've got to say, it's not the best sour I've had,
Huh?
but it is decent. That, and it's well drinkable, isn't it? Imagine that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Imagine that really cold on a hot day. That would be a good hot day drink.
A sour's good for hot days. I think it was almost like a
I think they're
novelty drink.
unseasonable.
Okay. Nice. I enjoyed it.
I don't think it matters if it's hot or cold actually, but I do think that would be nice, really freezing cold. In fact, I would slush that. I think that's what we must do in the summer. We must slush some beers.
Would you? Oh, that's such a good idea.
We'll bring that to the podcast. We'll bring that to the people of podcast world.
Could you add?
Oh,
right. Hang on. I've got a question. Could you add a scoop of vanilla to one of these?
Definitely.
And make it like a, what's it called? Coke, like a sour
Coke
float.
float. Yeah, 100%. However, I wouldn't do it on a sour. We used to do it on some stouts.
Stouts?
Yeah. Now stouts go well with a scoop of ice cream. Right, so I'm going to end this episode on something that I don't think I mentioned this before. You'll have to cut it out if I did. I've got a friend who's a craft beer drinker, and he does unusual things, and we have like unusual drinks all the time. And he finds them, enjoys them as well. And when he can't have decent craft beer, he drinks Guinness, just normal Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness is fine.
He said, one day he said, oh, look up there, they've got some pickled onion Monster Munch. I fucking love them, that's what he said. And he said, hang on a second, I'm going to get some, but hang on. I'm just going to ask the bar lady something. He said, bar lady, he said, do you have any black Sambuca? I was like, yeah. So can I have a black Sambuca and a packet of those pickled onion Monster Munch? Yeah. And I came and he opened them up and he was dipping the pickled onion Monster Munch in the black Sambuca. He said, no. I did exactly the same. I said, come on, you're an idiot. The most delicious thing you will ever eat.
I've got a question. What the fuck's black Sambuca?
It's like Sambuca, but black. You racist bastard.
Racist. but how do you know that that's a thing?
So he did tell us, I forgot what he said. It was like he did it by accident, basically. He might have been eating a pickled onion Monster Munch and someone said, here, there's a Sambuca. And he thought, oh, that goes well together. Mate, I think we need to try it.
Yeah,
so
let's try it.
So we've still got to do McCain thin fries and pickled onion mayo. We've still got to... Now we can...
But you can't get pickled mayo. You can't get that anywhere.
Did you go a little bit drunk?
There's also something else.
No. Yeah, I don't know if your camera broke up or you went... So we've got pickled onion... McCain fries. Pickled onion mayo.
Yeah.
Now, black Sambuca and pickled onion Monster Munch. And are you going to say there's something else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know what... I've thought of something pickled onion. I don't know what it would pair it with. So apparently you can get pickled onions in chili vinegar.
Right.
Have you seen them?
No, but I have had a
So it's
chili
just
pork
basically
scratching.
pickled onions with loads of chili flakes in.
Oh, hot, really hot then.
Yeah, like a hot pickled onion.
We'll come back to this next episode.
What would you have that with?
No, we'll come back to this next episode. This needs exploring.
Yeah,
This needs exploring
okay.
further. We'll come back to this. This is a
We need
rich
to have
scene.
we need to have a. Okay. We'll come back to it.
Right. On that note, good night,
Well,
mate.
Seems like a good place to stop. All the best. Bye-bye.